Alright, for those of you that have never seen this sweet pile of Magic cards before, this deck has a couple of game plans. The first game plan is an aggressive game plan with Steppe Lynx and Plated Geopede and Knight of the Reliquary, along with fetch lands to just beat them down. Our deck has a turn 3 combo kill, which goes as such: turn 1 Steppe Lynx, turn 2 cast Explore, play some lands out, turn 3 cast Scapeshift, get a bunch of Flagstones of Trokair, which are legendary, so all 4 of these will enter play, and then 3 of them will die and get 3 more lands. So that, combined with the damage Steppe Lynx did on turn 2 when it attacked, will be turn 3 lethal. We also have Renegade Rallier to get some lands back into play. And we have Prismatic Omen to kind of tie it all together to make all of our lands very good with Valakut. All right, let's dive in, shall we? And so I played this deck. I had borrowed the cards from this from a friend because I was BSing around with it, and then I had it in my backpack instead of Kiki Cord in, I was 2016 at this point, right? And I was at an open and I didn't day 2, and I was like, well, I guess I'll play Cord tomorrow. And I was like, oh, I only have this deck in my backpack, so I played this and ended up top foring with it. How do opponents respond when you Scapeshift for 3 Flagstones? They read the cards and get very sad. In fact, it's funny. I remember turn 3ing a Storm player in the Classic I played this deck in, and my opponent like picked up the cards and realized what happened. He was like, you know, I've killed a bunch of people on turn 3 today. I can't even be mad. You can path yourself to trigger landfall. Path is a modal card in this deck. Path is a card that not only ramps us, but it can also take blockers out of our way. Let's dive in, shall we, chat? Lost the die roll. For those of you taking notes at home, that should be, you should note that as the first mistake. Winning die rolls is key for playing linear decks in Modern. That seems okay. Deck has a lot of lands in it. So we get Plated Geopede on 2 into fetch land, Rallier, fetch land on 3, so that attacks for 9 on 3. Seems decent. Tron. When do the Titans come in? The Titans and the Chandra are in the sideboard for when you need more threat density. Stream Decker is now no longer on the old deck. Thank you for the reminder. Ooh, they don't have another land? That's really good for us. Running Scapeshifts. I mean, like, running Scapeshifts, like, could be bad, but, like, at the same time, we're gonna ramp a little bit, right? Because this is a ramp spell. Okay. It's either Angel Cord or... It's either Angel Cord or the other one. That's super specific. It's either Angel Cord or it's Counters Company. Although Counters Company is more of a linear deck and less of a. Oh, they're just dead next turn, right? We just Scapeshift them next turn and kill them with this Plated Geopede. Attack you for 9. Prison is the best. I'm not even sure if that's true. Yeah, when I played this in the Classic, I tested it a little bit after Rallier got printed, but nothing too serious. I wonder if I was supposed to hold this fetch land to play around Dismember. Yeah, I could play around that too. Yeah, a couple little mistakes here. Leaving planes in the deck is probably ideal. Not cracking this fetch land, so we could have had lethal this turn through this, or a dismember would have been ideal. So a couple of small mistakes there that could end up costing us. You can always find any decks that I've played on my YouTube channel. I think it's been a while since we played a Wish deck. Hey, look. Look at that, chat. That's lethal. Trigger. Don't even have to Scapeshift them. Yes, please. Gotcha. Trigger. Alright, I think this is pretty clean, just like these in, these out. So, in a distant past where Ulamog and Worldbreaker weren't a thing, the Scapeshift matchup was very reasonable for Tron, but in the current environment, it can be kind of tough. Yes, yeah, so with Prismatic's like a double ramp spell for Omen. Bloodbraid's an interesting idea. I don't know. Maybe. Bloodbraid wasn't legal last time I put this together. I don't think that's strictly true. I do need one more cut. Stony Silence is a little bit medium on the draw. I'll board one of those out. Do we cut an Omen? Get out of here. Omen's great. Omen lets us combo quickly. Sand seems fine. It's a little slow on the draw, but like most of our hands are slow on the draw. I don't think I can mulligan for 3 Damping Spheres. Good news. After they turn 3 Karnas, we get to play game 3 on the play. Ooh. Ooh. That's exciting. That's exciting. If we can dodge Walking Ballista and Dismember. Ballista, gross. That's fine. And that's why Rallier is really sweet in this deck. Actually, Rallier just gets to rebuy that, right? Because Rallier is awesome. So instead of ramping with this, I'm just going to put my shitter back into play. Return my thing. Yes, please. Alright. I've been sitting for a little bit here. Let's stand up. I'm all done eating my dinner anyways. I have another one? That's annoying. At least I don't have a 4th land, I suppose. Hope everyone enjoyed the ride up. You gotta crack this fetch here to trigger Revolt for the Rallier. Yeah, Rallier's great. He helps both of our plans. He's good. He's good in our aggro plan, and he's good at ramping us too sometimes. Wow, that is not a winning play. All right. Well, Scapeshift should hopefully be lethal. I have a standalone standing desk. I do not have one that you can, what's it called, put on top of your desk. All right, if they don't go Tron P sweep our board here, they should be mostly dead. I'm not gonna play the Prismatic Omen out in case they have Tron Piece Oblivion Stone. You're dead on board. I guess you're not dead on board. You're dead to a land drop. Play Alex Bertoncini's invitational card. All right, look at that. What a fun start to the league. What's going on, Namachill? Howdy, howdy. Sweet, gotcha. Get you. Little Aggro. Quick 2-0 over Tron. Was that 2-0? That was 2-0. God bless. God bless us, everyone. Little Plated Geopede giving them the beatdown. There's 28 lands, so I'm good at drawing them. Look, lands are your game plan, okay? I'm gonna be dredging in an hour, maybe. I guess that was pretty quick, huh? And remember, for those of you that are stream regulars, my schedule is changing this week. I'm upping my stream schedule, and I'm gonna be doing mostly daytime hours. So I'm gonna be starting by 10 a.m. every morning this week. That's Central Standard Time, and I'm generally gonna be going till 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. So good long days. We're gonna get through. The donation queue has stacked up a little bit. We're gonna plow on through it. We're gonna be kid-free all day as well. We bring in Pride Time again. So the idea of Chandra and Primeval Titan in the sideboard are against interactive or removal heavy decks to increase my threat density. Why the change? Because daycares aren't open in the afternoons. Sounds great. Valakut on 1, Plated Geopede on 2. It's like the good Lord intended. Is this the same Tron player or a different one? This is a different Tron player, alright. Ooh! Ooh, chat! We might have turn 4 lethals. We might have turn 4 lethals, chat. So I'm gonna shock this in. I want to get a second threat into play here, because if they Karn me, I want to be able to beat that. The fact that we have Soaring Seacliff in our hands a little annoying. This deck is very sweet. This deck is very sweet. I don't know if this deck is good, but it is certainly sweet. Hopefully they just like Wormcoil us here. Endbringer. Sweet. Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. Can I interest you in being dead, opponent? Alright. If I... that... math. Math. Alright, Soaring Seacliff. Trigger on there. Yep. Make green. Knight this. Get a fetch land. Fetch for a forest. Alright. Cast Scapeshift. This is a story all about how their life got flipped, turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right here, and tell you how Plated Geopede became the prince of Flagstones of Trokair. Do, 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 do. That like almost rhymed, huh? That like almost rhymed. That was kind of excellent. I didn't realize where we were going with Flagstones of Trokair, but it definitely worked out. Welcome to Thunderdome, opponent. All right, turn 4. Who's a big boy? Who's a big boy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Plated Geopede. You're a big boy. I'm gonna tweet that one. We're gonna tweet a picture of the old flying Geopede here. All right. All right. I don't notice you on, but I've got one for everyone else I watch. I'll be talking to Twitch. How long has this been going? We've been going for 2 hours. We've been playing this deck for about 15 minutes. Yes, please message. A number of people tell me that they get notifications for other people, but they don't get notifications for my channel, which is really weird and very annoying. All right, so Eldrazi Tron. I definitely want the Damping Spheres, right? Do I want the Path to Exiles in this matchup? I almost feel like I do, right? If there isn't a clip of that rap, you're all banned. You get notifications? That's good. That's good to know. God bless. Okay, they do work for some people then. I kind of feel like splitting. Maybe I'm just going to split the difference. Just cut these 2 in 2. Explore sets up for our nuttiest of draws, though, so maybe I want to split like this. Play this deck at Louisville? Nah. Do I want a Stony Silence? I'm just going to board like this. I'm going to cut a Path to Exile and 2 Ralliers and just bring in Damping Spheres. Yeah, make sure you have it on. It's an extra step. Yours work every time. All right, maybe they are good. Look at that. Oh, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. How much does this deck flood? A little bit, but if you're flooding, you just draw Scapeshift and kill them. It's fine. If you're flooding, just draw Scapeshift and kill them. Pro tip. Hey, that's not... Are they playing Green Tron with Endbringer in it? Maybe they're not Eldrazi Tron? I'm kind of confused as to what exactly our opponent's doing. Also, fun fact, chat. With Prismatic Omen out, you can knight your Flagstones of Trokair away, which nets you an extra land. Which is it's just the bee's knees. If you've never knighted a Flagstones of Trokair, 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's a hoot, to say the least. Oblivion Stone, eh? They did play Scrying in game 1, didn't they? Maybe these paths shouldn't be in my deck. There's a very real chance these paths shouldn't be in my deck. That's an Explore, huh? I don't have another land in my hand right now, though. There's 28 lands in this deck. I'm going to cast the Explore. I'm going to crack this fetch and cast the Explore. Ding. Crack you for 7. Your move, Yugi boy. God bless us, everyone. And I intentionally left the basic forest in my deck there because if my opponent goes to kill this Plated Geopede, I'm going to Path to Exile it in response so I get that forest out of my deck. Ray says, looking for a mine. It's another tower. It's another tower, opponent. That is the single worst draw in our deck. Because it means this Path to Exile can't ramp me anymore. It's annoying. You probably have another land. I think I have enough threats in my hand that I can afford to play this out here. I'd feel much better if I could path one of my guys and get a 6th land here, but because we drew exactly the basic forest, that's not an option. Okay, it's gonna turn their stuff on. They might blow this up proactively, being afraid of like a Ghost Quarter or something. No, yeah, I don't have a basic plains in the deck. There's this mana base. This mana base has a lot of tension in it, chat. That you need like 8 mountains for Valakut to be good enough. You need a critical mass of plain so your Flagstones of Trokair can be lethal early. You need a lot of stuff, basically, is what it comes down to. You need a lot of stuff. There's a lot of different moving parts that go into this mana base. Are they dead? Not quite, but close, right? Because they let this resolve. So this gets a thing. No. And then this is going to get Valakut, which triggers and does 6 to them. So they're going to 4 here. So if I had a basic land in my deck, they'd be dead right now, because I could path my thing and then 6 them in response because they waited. But I don't have a basic land, so they're not dead, unfortunately. They need like Ulamog here to get us, I think. Because we have Path to Exile to cut through. We also need to draw land, but like, you know, our deck's almost half land, so of course they have Ulamog. No, just Eugene. Okay, deal. So I don't think they can kill our lands, which means a fetch any land is lethal if they can't kill a land here. We are 1-0 in this league. This is game 1 of this match. This is game 2 of this match. This is game 2 of this match. Hey, look. Triggers. Oh my god! Oh my god, chat! Chat! Oh no! Oh no, chat! Mistakes were made. I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. I was so excited. We were talking about they were lethal, and I forgot they blew up our thing. See if we get punished. We're up a game, right? Are we up a game? I don't actually remember if we're up a game or not. We beat Tron, actually. There weren't any triggers. There were, in fact, no triggers. No justice. Please, no justice. Please, no justice. Please, no justice. Shame is an apt emote. All right, we hit this turn or we lose the game. I deserve that. course, all the next ones are... No, that was game 1, wasn't it? No, that was game 2. All right, so... I think I'm going to cut these Path to Exiles and board in these Stonies and this Renegade Rallier. Yeah, that sounds great. There were no basics in my deck, chat. There were, for those of you that are just joining us, there's only 2 basics in our deck. There's a basic forest and a basic mountain. Never forget that streamers have a competitive advantage. There's definitely nothing to do about splitting your focus being really bad for your match win rate. This hand sounds great. My opponent, for those of you that didn't see everything that happened there, I conceded because my opponent cracked their Sanctum of Ugin and got Ulamog, which meant we were losing 2 lands the following turn, which meant we could no longer win the game. Yes, yeah, that is exactly correct. The fact that there are 28 lands and only room for 2 basics talks a lot about the number of restrictions that the mana base has on it. Yeah, if they didn't have Ulamog, I wouldn't have cared about the World Break. We would have kept playing to like draw to outs, but like they were taking us off of 2 lands the following turn, which meant we could no longer draw lands and have lethal. I'm not shouting. This is just how I talk. Then this is I'm about to blow your fucking mind, so write this down. Did you know that my voice is the only thing on this stream? So if it's loud, there's this little slider at the bottom, and you slide it to the left, it'll make me quieter. It's really weird. It's really weird. Coldstrom, when you resub, you need to refresh your browser page, and it gives you a chance to send a fun message along with what's the word I'm searching for? Along with your resub. No, because you have to have 6 lands with Prismatic Omen in order to deal damage. So Oblivion Stone, sure. Maybe I should have played Knight there. I don't know. Getting pushing damage with this Geopede's pretty appealing. And now, like, Scapeshift is lethal. So Flagstones of Trokair. Get out of here. This is... weird. You're too loud. I don't want to turn my sound down. You're too loud. I can't. Just go away. Life must be tough. All right, so Stomping Ground. And then, am I just going other Flagstones here? Yeah, because this has the potential to be untapped next turn, right? We'll go ahead and trigger this again. I could maybe play around a Walking Ballista, but like I don't really think that's likely not going to be relevant. No, someone sent me this to put in the donation queue. Hey, dang, 3 months. I guess you could say it's pretty serious. Old Blu-ray, thank you for the 3-month resubscription. I do appreciate that. Welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. All right, so this is actually gonna be 1 shy of lethal next turn, right? Maybe I should have played this last turn, because then I could activate this, and this would be bigger. Hey, Namrum, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. I do appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you for the support. So they are going to 1 here. Yeah, I cut Rip from the Nahiri board. It's just not a particularly... I feel like the matches that it's good in are either unwinnable or already pretty good, especially with Damping Sphere in the board. So, because we have 2 lethal threats in play here, my opponent's going to be forced to blow up the Oblivion Stone before we deal damage to them, which means we get to play another Damping Sphere out next turn, which is nice. Well, Jace is very medium. So they're going to cycle this to draw a card and then crack this. And then we'll go probably just Sphere into Night. What did I replace them with? I don't remember. Look at whatever the last video we played it in was. Hey, Coldstrom, got it figured out. Thank you for the quality content. Thank you for re-upping your support, Coldstrom. I appreciate it. 2 months. Welcome back. Baxter Wassaman, thank you very much for the 2-month free subscription as well. I appreciate the continued support, folks. Thanks for continuing to help me do what I do here. That wasn't a Knight of the Reliquary. It was a Renegade Rallier. All right, sweet. We're 2-0 with Aggro Scapeshift, running over Tron twice. I think especially with Damping Sphere, that matchup's probably pretty good for us. We have a pretty good proactive plan that kills very quickly. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. If you are enjoying my content, please consider doing like Coldstrom and Baxter was a man just did and subscribing to my channel. Subscriptions start at $4.99 a month, or if you're one of the people out there that has Twitch Prime gives you a free channel subscription every single month. Twitch Prime is included with Amazon Prime if you have that. Those are what allow me to stay here full time like I do. You can also support my stuff by supporting my sponsors. mtgotraders.com would love to buy and sell Magic Online cards with you, and if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. And Mac Weldon provides premium men's clothing. Using code Jeff Hoagland at bit.ly/HoogleClothes, you can save 20% on your first order there. They do a lot of premium casual wear, polos, t-shirts, underwear, all that kind of stuff. A lot of nice things to check out there. At any rate, thank you everyone for hanging out tonight. There's a lot of great people streaming on Twitch right now, and I appreciate you choosing to spend some of your time here with us. Got 3 more matches in this league with this Aggro Scapeshift deck, and then we're gonna roll on and close out the night with some Dredge. So just a shorter stream tonight, 4 or 5 hours. You know, I guess that's a decent length stream. Not too terrible. At any rate, I'll be live again tomorrow afternoon as well. Morning. My schedule is changing up a little bit, so if you've used to be starting in the US afternoon, I'm going to be starting in the mornings moving forward for the remainder of the summer. Assuming my children don't get kicked out of daycare for being obnoxious. I have like this feeling that like they're going to meet Declan and they're going to be like, no, take him back. My only 5 bits, I need to watch more ads, but I'm feeling better than last stream. Thanks for the bits, Brian. Hope you're feeling all right. If the stream lasts longer than 4 hours, you should call a doctor. Doctor, my plated geopede's been huge for more than 4 hours. What do I do? What do I do? All right, on the draw again here. This hand's pretty good, though. I guess it's actually a little bit medium. Hey, Yawgmoth Thrill. Half a year of mean streams and Declan screams. Wouldn't have it any other way. Thanks for all the content. Thanks for the half a year of support, Yawgmoth Thrill. I do appreciate it. Is this a keep? This deck doesn't actually have that many fetch lands in it, although I suppose Flagstones of Trokair, because I already have 1 counts. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. I've got a Path to Exile to interact with a faster aggro deck. Here's $1, rate my bad deck. Unfortunately, I'm the wrong person to rate your bad deck. I haven't been playing Standard at all, so I have no idea if that is good, bad, or otherwise. Look at that. We drew... Ooh, chat. Chat, we could have turn 4 lethal. If we draw Explore next turn, we could have turn 3 lethal. As in, don't the best decks in Magic just like... Oh, don't you always just want to draw Steppe Lynx on one with the best decks in Magic? All right, we now understand why there's a Darksteel Relic in their deck. Probably some kind of Tezzerator brew. How do we... Okay, chat, rate my Path to Exile. What do we think? What do you think? Can I get someone in chat to rate my Path to Exile? I'm gonna wait and path on their turn. This does expose me to counter magic, but I think I can kill them before they kill me, and I don't want my Scapeshift to get countered. So I'm aware that giving them the chance to counter my path is bad, but I think it's worth the risk. This is a worthwhile risk. They just really don't want to get Tezzerated this turn, or Jaced. They're forced to take Renegade Rallier here. Ooh, that was a good draw. Pretty lady. Hopefully they just tap out for something silly and we kill them with Scapeshift next turn. Hopefully they're not thinking about that. And like, if they do have like a Damnation or something like that here, which they could because their thing was indestructible, like if we just draw some more lands, this Scapeshift could potentially be lethal that way. It's a Renegade Rallier. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just cast the Scapeshift, I think. Do I cast the Scapeshift? I probably shouldn't, right? Yeah, that's probably dumb. Because if they have spot removal, they're probably going to burn it here anyways. No, I think we're in a spot that we can afford to play around stuff here, chat. Because, like, look at this, right? Like, this thing's going to get pretty... Like, this cast's pretty huge. So, like, I'm going to crack them for 10 here. So, and this is one of the reasons why I like this deck, is this deck has a plan A and a plan B, so this isn't an all-in combo deck. It has fast draws, like we've seen in some of these games where we get to kill them on turn 3 and turn 4, but we don't have to do that if they're in a position where they could have counterplay. I think I'm just going to click submit. I don't really know what they're doing. They have scissors, so Path to Exile seems reasonable. My go-to trims when I'm sideboarding with this deck are generally like Path to Exile and Explore. Explore is just like kind of like a filler card, so it's a good trim. Somebody clipped it. This is a great clip if you missed it earlier. I'm so clever sometimes. That's a great clip. That's just an A+ clip right there. Yeah, maybe. Opponent's definitely on a brew too, right? So, like, when you're playing a deck that has a linear game plan like this, I generally like to subscribe to the school of thought, less is more when you're sideboarding, because our primary game plan is so proactive, let's just not dilute it, basically. Thanks for the great clip, Space Ace. Was this a deck you brewed, or did you find a list and innovate from there? This is an old extended deck, I think. Maybe from forever ago. I definitely didn't start with the idea of Steppe Lynx and Plated Geopede and Scapeshift myself. There was a Steppe Lynx, Plated Geopede, Scapeshift deck that came from somewhere that I don't recall. Half a year of buckling up. Polar Scribe, thank you for the 6-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for helping me keep doing what I do here. It's definitely not a new extent. That's true. Ain't that the truth? Do you think maybe we'll call whatever format Frontier is going to have extended? Yeah, I top 4'd a Classic with this deck. It was like a 7 or 8 or 9 round tournament. Just ran hotter than the sun. Which, to be fair, we're kind of running hotter than the sun in this league. Tier list this deck. 3 at best. At best, it is a 3. At best, it is a 3. I think Path to Exile is probably pretty good against the Scissors deck, so I'm going to keep this hand. We've got some ramp here, so hopefully we can draw Scapeshift and kill them that way. This is, well, so far our testing has indicated this deck literally can't lose a match, so I'm pretty sure that means it's tier 0. I'm going to lead on the Windswept Heath here in case they have their Scissors so I can path their thing. Tilt. To set the bar low, I think this deck is a lot more fun to play than Titan Shift. Titan Shift is very linear and doesn't have a lot of neat lines. This deck's got some neat lines. It's almost as good as Goblin Storm, ain't that the truth? And then next turn, we can go crack fetch, Rallier back fetch land, and be up to 5 lands and just be moving on along to killing them with Scapeshift. Oh, geez, they have so many 5/5s. They have so many 5/5s, chat. What's going on? Looking forward to getting rest in peace tonight, right? Oh, Dredge. Oh, Dredge. This is a friendly league. We pretty much exclusively play friendly leagues on this stream because the deck quality and player quality between competitive and friendly leagues, contrary to what people that want to make themselves feel smart say, isn't that drastically different. I don't know about a million times, but I appreciate the sentiment, Darth Steves. Thanks for dropping by. We just try to have a good time here. Play some sweet decks, play some sweet formats. Yep. Resolves. Like, when I used to vomit more money into competitive leagues, there's like, oh, they were triggering Revolt. That makes sense. There's a reason why it was a meme on this channel to say, and this is a competitive league. Like, so we're dead next turn, so we need to draw something live here. Plated Geopede. That's technically a chump blocker, right? So, have we drawn? I fetched too many mountains, so Scapeshift isn't actually lethal next turn. Yeah, I think we're on the 0 outer. Well, I could draw Path, right? I could drive the 3 paths in my deck. We don't. We only have 8 mountains, so there's only 4 left in our deck. It was funny, so I remember in the tournament that I top 8'd with this, I killed a Tron player game 1 with Prismatic Omen plus Scapeshift, and they had turn 3 Orbs of Warding in our second game, and my turn 3 was just like 40 you with Steppe Lynx or however much damage it was. Just like nice Orbs of Warding, bro. Oh! Yeah, there should probably just be tireless trackers in the sideboard. How did I forget about that one? Someone, Weselmos, one of our tier 3 subs here, requested that I put this deck back in the queue with their tier 3 subs, so we're going to put this one back in the queue, and there are definitely going to be trackers in the sideboard for next time. Isn't this a complete split priorities deck? Not really, because the 2 game plans work together. Like, when you don't have creatures for Scapeshift to kill them, Scapeshift can just kill them on its own a few lands later. Renegade Rallier can return our creatures that have died from the graveyard to play, but it can also just ramp us up into a Scapeshift kill. Plated Geopede was an excellent draw there. We get to attack for 9 with that next turn. Ooh, I wonder if they're going to make this a 5/5. It's going to be kind of hard to race if they do. Yep. Bath Exile. I'm going to grab a basic forest with this. If they can't interact with our thing with Explore and Rally in our hand, we might be able to race here. And maybe buy bridges and stuff. Well, if it makes you feel better, I don't think this deck is super good. It is super sweet. It is 110% super sweet. But if you ask me, do I think this deck is the next hot competitive thing? No. But I do think it ticks a lot of the boxes you want to tick in Modern, because it has nuts linear draws, and nuts linear draws are very good in Modern. Yeah, some of Braids could be good. When I built the sideboard last time, I had a little bit of a fear of burn, so there's 4 helixes, but like some of those helixes could definitely be a Braids. Chalice on 1. Okay, so it's not my Path's Exiles. Oh, crap. I'm actually just, like, dead now, right? Because I can't crack a fetch because of this. We could hit Prismatic Omen here. If we hit Prismatic Omen, we're in a great spot. That is really unfortunate for us. If we just had 1 more point of health, I'd be able to flip this Renegade Rallier into play and then maybe get them next turn. Yep. If we get to hit them with this, and we draw Escape, we're dead to Scissors here. Oh, we're also dead to the Tezzeret card, right? Bonus deck is sweet. Got some neat things going on. I like Chalice of the Void as a way to protect the kind of fragile thing they're setting up that's linear and powerful. It's a neat build. Yeah, good games, opponent. You hate that you're forced to play Magic Online by the rules and can't try and get your opponent? I know, it must be tough. Must be. It's just the worst. Why doesn't Magic Online let me get my opponent? Curse you, Magic Online. Yeah, beaten by Chalice in more ways than one. How we literally died to Chalice of the Void, chat. Oh no, oh no. It is not actually, because Eldrazi. We actually beat an Eldrazi deck earlier tonight by jumping over a Endbringer. So jumping over Wormcoils and Endbringers, I think, is better than getting protection from colors. Hey, the J-Cat, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime support. I appreciate that. There's a lot of excellent people streaming on Twitch right now, so I appreciate you choosing to put your fun money towards my channel this month. Oh, Vex! If you're catching us for the second half, we've been going for a couple hours. You can get to the replays on YouTube as always. And be sure to remember, if you are one of my regulars, check out my updated schedule on my website. So I can actually link that in chat, so if I could spell schedule correctly. Gosh, this hand is so close to being great. I'm gonna keep it. Let's just rip a green source. Green source or a Plated Geopede. This hand's pretty good. Once upon a time, the original build of this list, I actually had Merfolk of some sort, Poop Bears maybe. The original build of this list actually had Manamorphos in it at one point. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. This is based off the list that I ran years ago. Yeah, the list that I top 8'd the Classic with didn't have Renegade Rallier in it. Oh, humans. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. Humans. The Seachrome Coast always throws me. I always forget that humans occasionally play Seachrome Coast. This is definitely humans. Yes. God bless you, opponent. No Ghostaruni. God bless you and your no ghosting. Kinda wish I'd have played a Weight Source on one now. Just gonna go ahead and grab Temple Garden here. Play this Prismatic Omen out. And then next turn we can put Sacred Foundry into play tap and double path. Hey, K Smith. Thank you very much for the 5-month resubscription. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. This is why Humans is a great deck. Just ton of pressure here. We're going to 9. Put this into play. Go path this, take 4. We're gonna end up going to 5 here. We might even go lower than that. If they likely have another human, right? In a world where we are very lucky, we'll go to we'll go to 5 here. Yeah, no Mantis Rider is insane for us. Whoa, they just missed all sorts of damage there, huh? So definitely playing this out. Just need to try not to die here. We're dead. Yep. So we could have won this one in the play, but on the draw it's just gonna be a little bit too close. We actually would have killed them on our next turn if we'd have gotten a next turn, because sacrificing this to Scapeshift gets us a 6th land, so it actually ramps us up there to kill them one turn sooner. Tough beat. Need to bring in some more removal for the second game. Think I just want to trim the Ralliers. Think I just want to do just like clean swap here. This card's a little bit slow. I think that's what I want to do. Be aggressive on the play. Bring in the Titans so they have something to name. How many rounds we played? This is match number 4. We are currently 2-1. We lost a really close set to a really sweet blue-black scissors deck, and we beat Tron twice. Peace, Fridge. Have a good evening. Seems fine, right? Seems okay on the play. To go Valakut into Flagstones into Night. Have a path to Exile. I think Chandra's too slow, especially considering, like, I don't expect them to cut Thalia against me. That's a good draw. I'm gonna get my basic forest here. Preserving my life total seems valuable in this matchup. Huh. So do I Geopede or Knight next turn? I guess we'll see what we draw. Well, they probably know we're doing something that's a little bit wonky because they, what's it called? They saw Knight of the Reliquary in the last game. Braid is very good against humans. I'm just gonna path this. Although saving path for a blocker for this when I give it flying is probably good. Yeah, I think I'd rather do that actually. Although I guess Scapeshift is gonna make the lands come into play tapped. I'd actually rather just get the Knight going this turn, I think. Hey, Mick Burr, good time so far. Thanks for the 8-month resubscription. I appreciate that. 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Yeah, I think maybe I was supposed to path this. I don't know. Ramping them also feels a little bit bad. This going to 2 is a little bit annoying because it means I can't afford to block the Thalia with my Knight of the Reliquary because they could potentially have champion to give them +1/+1. Hey, Warcraft Nerdy, thank you very much for the 2-month resubscription. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Thanks for re-upping. Thanks for helping me do what I do here. Yep, take 5. Thankfully, Geopede plus Knight of the Reliquary, they're real good on defense together. Let me tell you about something that gets real big. Oh, I didn't? I don't know. I'd have to think about the matchups, I guess. I'd have to count ins and outs and figure out what exactly I want to do. It probably depends on what decks you want to hedge. It is. It is. Modern staple plated Geopede is this is the aggro part of our aggro Scapeshift. They actually just shouldn't even attack with this, right? This is wrong. So I can give my Geopede +3/+3, +6/+6, and eat this champion. So Knight gets fetch land, trigger Geopede. Fetch land gets land, fetch land gets land, trigger Geopede. Gobble gobble. All right, so I'm gonna play this out, keep the new one. Yes. Temple Garden. No. All right, that happens. Scapeshift. So sack this. Opponent understands the rating on the roll. We're going to sack a bunch of our lands, get a Soaring Seacliff to make this unblockable, and then smack them with it for a large amount of damage. No, this is lethal with the Plated Geopede. we're gonna go get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands, which is plus 14, 14, and then 2 of those lands will be Flagstones of Trokair, which will get us 1 more land, so it'll be plus 16, plus 16. We'll hit them for 21. Yeah, I think I'm happy with how I sideboarded. I'm just gonna go ahead and run it back. Yeah, I mean, this hand's great, right? I've got double removal and I've got a Plated Geopede. This deck is a hoot. That is definitely the case. Yeah, Seacliff and Steppe both hedge slightly different things, and I think Steppe or Seacliff hedges more of the things that you care about. That's a tilt. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Chad. Thanks for the bits, Hogland. Well, now there's only one Arid Helix. Is that better? Just for you. Their start's not particularly aggressive, but that could change pretty quickly. How good would you consider this deck against the current modern meta? I think it's fine to set the bar low. This is a Phantasmal Image. Gross. I think this deck can Goldfish turn 3 kills, which is, you know, kind of checks a box that you want to be checking in Modern. Can you go fast? If yes, check here. I'm actually not going to crack this fetch land because I think I want this Plated Geopede to be able to play defense on the backswing. Plus, cracking this fetch land next turn gives both my Plated Geopedes triggers on the attack, so leaving this uncracked allows me to play defense a little bit. It also gives me more damage the following turn. If you didn't like Rip, well, I don't think Graveyard Hate is what you want against Hollowed One. I think if you want to be able to beat Dredge, you just shouldn't play Just Kainahiri. I think regardless of the cards you put in your sideboard, you're just going to have a bad Dredge matchup, and that's okay. That's how Modern goes. Pretty much every reasonable deck in Modern has some number of matchups that are just very, very bad. All right, chat. Scapeshift is lethal. Scapeshift is lethal. Can I get some energy in chat here? We need Scapeshift is lethal, chat. Scapeshift is lethal. Can we get a Scapeshift? Damn it. We're so unlucky. Just the gosh darned unluckiest. What am I doing? I'm not dead on the backswing. Does attacking here really accomplish anything? Not really, right? So I'm just going to put Valakut into play. I think I'm just going to pass here and eat one of their things inside of combat. See, that's the trick to calling your shots, is you need to call every shot and eventually you get some of them right. Oh, gross. Mantis Rider's the perfect draw here because Scapeshift is no longer lethal because now they can block us through Soaring Seacliff. Which is really unfortunate for us. Oh, yeah, the fact that we got, let's just like double Sin Collectored here just like ate away at our game plan. We had a window to win the game, but just looks like it's not going to pad out for us. This deck could definitely play something like Anger of the Gods. Maybe we're supposed to do that. Another Lightning Helix would have kept us in it for another turn, right? But now we're just going to take 3 in the air and die. Good games, opponent. Good games. All right, we're 2-2. See if we can rally back and win the 5th one. Finish 3-2. Thanks everyone for hanging out here tonight. I appreciate it. If you're new, make sure you hit that follow button. Let you know when I go live. If you're enjoying the content, please consider subscribing on Twitch. My subscribers are what keep me here day in and day out. You can also support my content by supporting my sponsors. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. Using code Jeff12, you can save 12% on custom playmats, mousepads, binders, and bags with them. Cardsphere.com would love to help you turn your cards into other cards or cash directly with other players. There's no haggling. They just take 1% fee off the top. And of course, this stream has made the Weeb Army with the tier 1 sub gift. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing the love. Rare Pelican, thank you for the 2-month resubscription. Thanks for re-upping and welcome back. Would you consider Rancor in this deck? I don't think so. I think we don't have enough creature density to make Rancor a worthwhile draw a lot of the time. And finally, this stream is made possible by viewers like Anaronix, Justin, Nivik, and you. Let's head down on in to our 5th and final match in this league. After we wrap up this 5th match, I'm going to go ahead and play a league with Dredge before we wrap up for the night. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Remember, if you can't stay for the end of the stream or you missed any of the earlier part of the stream, be sure to check out my YouTube channel. All my stuff gets archived there, and I break up so you can watch just the decks and stuff that you care about. Yeah, this hand's great. This hand's Scapeshift away from a turn 3 kill. Oh, did it? I didn't even notice. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it did pop up. I wonder if it does when you... No? Did it, like, add yours to... I have no idea, actually. Huh. It's Mem Knight. Yep. This is a matchup where our land-based kill can be a little bit medium as well because they have flying blockers. I think Humans is exactly the type of deck they want to be good in Modern. It's a good, clean, aggressive deck with disruptive elements that traditional removal is very good against, so I'd be pretty surprised if that was a deck they were interested in disrupting or changing. No respect for my cat. Kitty gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. I don't have another land. Ooh. Ooh. I found a piece of candy, chat. Alright, so I'm gonna lead on the Valakut here, so that way I can play both my fetch lands with my 2 kitties next turn. We'll go like cat this turn, and next turn we'll go fetch land, explore, fetch land, Prismatic Omen. I'm really hoping they give us Green Sun Zenith or Stoneforge Mystic back. I think it's kind of embarrassing that those cards are still banned. Like, just with the degenerate things that are legal in this format, the fact that those cards are banned is like kind of embarrassing. Man. Do I just cast... I think I'm just going to cast a Steppe Lynx here. I guess I could just cast Plated Geopede because then I don't have to take damage. I could just fetch basics. Yeah, I'm just going to fetch basics, actually. This is almost lethal with just these 2 dorks. Look at my pretty kitties. Who's a good little kitty cat? Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Steppe Lynx. You're a good little kitty. You're a good little kitty. Yes, you are. Opponent. Did they mulligan? Yeah, they mulliganed to 6. Probably just kept a reasonable hand looking for a second land. Alright. Stony Silences and Lightning Helix. Get in my deck. Got Renegade Rallier. He's a little bit slow. So my aggro plan was actually okay there, but do I really want to go on the aggro plan in this matchup? Or would I rather just be on the Rallier plan, actually? Like, is it nuts to, like, trim these and just be a little bit bigger? Maybe I just want to go, like, real big. Just be more of, like, a controlling deck. Go boarding up to 8 pieces of spot removal with, like, a Scapeshift kill. What do you think of this? Is this silly? Maybe the Titan's silly and, like, Chandra's better. Or I could just leave 2 of the aggro creatures in for beatdowns. Just leave like 2 of these in. Let's do that. Let's do that. That kind of a freebie there for game 1 feels good. Yeah, I think I like boarding bigger, but boarding up. How do we feel about this hand, chat? This one decent? What do we think? The jury out. Would Devoted Druid combo be over the top with Green Sun Zenith? Well, you can only get Devoted Druid with Green Sun Zenith. You can't get the other half of the combo, so that seems fine. So this will fetch Stomping Ground. We'll go Flagstone, shut you up. Ding. So I believe, and I don't have the data in front of me, so you should verify this, but I am pretty sure that the last time Green Sun Zenith was legal, Cloud Post was still legal. So the Cloud Post decks were playing Green Sun, Dryad Arbor, Primeval Titan. I think Green Sun and Birthing Pod should both be legal. Am I allowed to say that? Now we would just like to draw lands for the next 4 turns in my 28 land deck. Just gonna do this now. Kill their lifelinker, gain some. When's the next ban list announcement? After the next set release, so it's for a little while yet. We are going to have one more league after this one, but I do need to restart Magic Online before then. It's running particularly slow. It's hard to complain about not drawing lands here when we drew both our Stony Silences. Oh, crap. You know what? I probably should have played this Stony Silence, huh? Yeah, I top 4 to Classic with this deck. Just gonna like take their clock off the table. I think Cloud Post is would be less obnoxious than Tron lands. Statistically speaking, Cloud Post lands are much worse at casting Karn on turn 3, and turn 3 Karn is the most obnoxious thing that Tron does. So I think if you encourage people that wanted to play big mana decks to do something that wasn't turn 3 Karn, I'd be super excited. If they don't have Galvanic Blast here, we get to play Prismatic Omen next turn and then knight our Flagstones, which is just great. This guy also, or this gal also locks down the Steel Overseer and the Memnite. They're giving it the college best here, but I think Stony Silence is just going to overpower them, it looks like. Sweet. All right. That should mostly be all she wrote. I could knight right now to cast the Explorer, but I think I'd rather wait to be able to block the Steel Overseer and the Memnite here. Yes, Stamping Sphere is also very good against Cloud Post. Knight my Flagstones, which nets me a land because Flagstones gets a land when it dies. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and get another Flagstones here. So that way we can do that trick again next turn to net another land. Because if we can get up to 6 lands, we'll kill them with Scapeshift. Yep. So they're dead. Get that. Our modern deck finished 3-2, chat. That's so weird. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, this works on 6 lands because of Prismatic Omen. And they don't have any colored mana. Yeah, this deck is sweet. I had someone, one of the big subs said they want me to run it back. I think Tireless Tracker is probably worth trying in the 75. I'll put some more thought into the mana base again. I think this is good. I put a lot of thought into this mana base the last time I played this deck. This is not the last league for tonight. I think I also want to try some Abrades in the 75, so Abrade and Tireless Tracker are probably the things I'm going to try next time. I'm not sure if I'm going to change the main deck, but I'm definitely going to try and fit both of those cards into the sideboard. At any rate, let's fire up one more here before we close out for the night.